What's going on, everybody? Eric Lindquist at Stochastic here on the Odd Shopper channel, coming to you with my three favorite prize picks here for Wednesday, August 10th. Hey, yesterday we hit the nuts 4 out of 4. It was a sweat coming down to the end. We needed a big ninth inning from San Francisco to make sure Musgrove didn't get that win. That felt really good, not going to lie. But Alex Cobb got there over the 24.5. We got the under 37.5 Joe Musgrove. And of course, Austin Riley. That was just like an auto play. Could not believe it. We have another auto play here on the board today, but after a 4 for 4 yesterday, going 10x for your money, we're gonna just trim it down. We're gonna go 5x. We're gonna try to hit a 3 out of 3. Stay humble, somewhat, something like that. But hey, we have 9 straight days of free rolling here. If you're putting the same unit together, having a 10x yesterday felt fantastic. We've now hit 2 of those within the last 6 calendar days. That'd be 20x. I mean, we are in a good place right now after the All-Star break. That is for damn sure. You can be in a great place too. If this is your first time watching the video, hi, welcome. Glad to have you. Secondly, sign up over at PrizePicks using promo code AWESOMO. Yes, right there. Still, promo code AWESOMO gets you $100 first match deposit bonus. But hey, I'm ready to talk some baseball because I'm energetic. I might look tired because, I am. But regardless, I am energetic all the time because I love baseball and because I love making you guys money. And we're going to start doing that with Pitcher Fantasy Score here. I feel like there's a couple of really good spots to target, but one of those things that just, I can't quit you. Justin Verlander, we got to go under 44.5. I'm so sorry. I get it. He's a minus 300 favorite today against this Texas Rangers offense, but they've been much improved around league average since July 1st, which is massive improvement. But mainly Marcus Semien went from being one of the worst hitters in baseball to being serviceable. And that's a big, big deal when it comes to this Texas Rangers lineup because him and Corey Seager at the top of the lineup strike out right around 15% of the time. That's a really low K rate amongst major league hitters. That'll be your 1 and 2 hitters today like they normally are. You get Adolis Garcia, who can definitely strike out there at the top of the order, and pretty much everybody else whether it's Eli or Hernandez, I doubt he's in there. Valoria could be a catcher today, 35.6% K percentage. I get it. There are strikeouts that are available here, but Justin Verlander, it's not like he's a strikeout artist at this point in his career. Just a 25.5% K rate. Yeah, he does everything else really, really well. A 270 xWOBA, 4.6% walk rate. I'm not here to bash on Justin Verlander, but 44.5 is a massive fantasy point projection. So we use FanDuel scoring here when you're talking about prize picks with the pitchers. You get 1 point for an out. Okay. So let's give him 18 points. Okay. We'll just say that he goes 6 innings, which I could see him going 7. We'll give him 7, 21. Okay. So done. Call it a day. They're minus 300 favorites. Let's give him the quality start. Let's just say he gives up 0 runs in this scenario. Okay. So he goes 4. So that would be 18. Well, we go 21 plus 4. That's 25. Okay. We still are 6 strikeouts and the win away from him converting this projection. 7 innings, quality start, 6 strikeouts, and the win is what is required. If he doesn't get that win, it's problematic. And of course, he's the biggest favorite on the board today. So if you give him the win, sweet, but we project him for right around 6.5 strikeouts here. You're also going under the assumption that he gives up 0 earned runs. So he would have to get probably 7 strikeouts, 0 earned runs, 19, so 6 1/3 innings, and the quality start and the win in order to go over 44.5. It's just a huge allocation. And I know we were crushing these at the beginning, coming right out of the All-Star break, because they just came in so much higher than they were before on some of these elite pitchers, because apparently people are still taking overs, because why would this number be 44.5 otherwise? I'm just slamming the unders in this spot, and this is one of the more obvious ones we've had in a while. I know Blake Snell randomly burned us last week with one of these where he put up like a ceiling performance. There's nothing that says Justin Verlander can't put up a top 20th percentile outcome here and put up 48, 52, 55 fantasy score. That's going to happen, but we're talking range of outcomes. We're talking about what's most likely. This is one of my favorite props we've seen on the board in a long time, 44.5. His projection at Stochastic today, 38.1. That is a 6.4 fantasy point discrepancy. Give me the under on Justin Verlander. We've talked enough about him. But hey, I talked obvious. You want to talk about really, really obvious? Let's head on over to Coors Field, my friends. It was a frenzy yesterday there. We had Colorado. Oh, it was really, really fun to watch. St. Louis put up some serviceable fantasy outcomes, not these guys, but Nolan Arenado. He's facing a lefty, Kyle Freeland. He's back in Colorado. He gets the 9th inning bump, meaning that, probably an extra 0.4 at bats, 0.3 at bats. I don't know necessarily what it would be. If you assume that St. Louis and Coors Field puts up 5 batters over the course of an average inning, that's 0.4. Yeah, let's see. Look at that. Me thinking out loud and working. But, I should probably tell you, this is an obvious over. 8.5. There you go. So we're going to Nolan Arenado here. And similar to yesterday, Austin Riley facing a lefty, we've had a whole career of Nolan Arenado just destroying left-handed pitching. And it starts again this season. A 646 slugging, a 984 OPS, a 400 ISO, and a 169 WRC plus. Over on DK is where we look at the hitter fantasy projection. I've got him projected for 12 fantasy points. 12. It's a lot more than 8.5. Just saying. That's 3.5 more. Look at me doing more math. But I'm just saying, Nolan Arenado, that makes all the sense and all the land to me. Plus, you guys know I like to go to these home run props. Hey, Aaron Judge is plus 200 today. I'm probably going to be firing up that a little bit later. But as it stands, I like the Riley, Olsen, Swanson one a little bit. Guerrero, Hernandez, Chapman, probably the biggest grouping. It's strange to see Teoscar Hernandez, Chapman have better home run odds across the board than Vlad Guerrero Jr., but such is life. But you get Paul Goldschmidt, O'Neill, and Pujols. I don't even know if Pujols is going to be in the lineup. Maybe he will. It's obviously against the lefties, so that's kind of what they've done. We'll just see how it pans out here. Just want to be paying attention to that and make sure that it's in the lineup if I'm going to correlate anything from this game. But more runs and doubles and triples hit in Coors Field than anything else, not necessarily just looking at home runs for park factors there. But let's go back to hitter fantasy score. I said his name. This is my third play, and this is probably my favorite play ever. I mean, the Justin Verlander one I said is one of my favorites forever. The over on 8.5 fantasy score for Paul Goldschmidt is my favoriteest everest. My God, look at this number. It is ridiculously low. So Austin Riley, we're kind of going in a progression. Nolan Arenado crushes lefties. Austin Riley really crushes lefties. And Paul Goldschmidt annihilates them into the other realm. Like, we're talking ridiculous stuff. A 1.394 OPS, a 389 ISO, a 282 WRC plus to lead the majors against any handedness period. This is just dumb. This is really dumb. We need the over of 8.5 for Paul Goldschmidt. It is too obvious. I don't know what we're doing here. I guess I should talk about Kyle Freeland and how bad he is, right? Seems like something I should probably do. Kyle Freeland's terrible. Here you go. He's got a 340 xWOBA, 440 expected slugging, 17% K rate. He doesn't miss bats. It's Coors Field, and it is a great game environment in the best hitting ballpark in the major leagues. I don't know what to tell you. Coming off of yesterday, Paul Goldschmidt, Nolan Arenado. I'm not like, this is just ridiculous. Hit the overs of those. There you go. Those are my 3 plays for today. Justin Verlander, under 44.5 fantasy score. Nolan Arenado, over 8.5. Got him projected for 12. Paul Goldschmidt, projected for 13.5 fantasy score today. So I'm just saying, a 5 fantasy point disparity. That's a whole double. Absurd to be getting that. So over on both of those young gentlemen, 8.5 fantasy scores. So let me know what you think of my plays. Nothing groundbreaking in terms of the hitters. Obviously, I'm still going to throw in some home run correlations. I always do. I think you guys should too. Looking at Matt Chapman as a possible box in, that's kind of random to say out loud. But most importantly for you guys, keep it tracking home. Make sure you use promo code AWESEMO. Get that $100 first match deposit bonus when you sign up for the first time at PrizePicks. And let's go win ourselves some money here. I'm Eric Lindquist. Best of luck in the MLB streets tonight. And hey, go Cardinals.